Hi guys! So today I wanted to show you how you can pre-order your merch for pickup through Weverse for the US tour. So you would go to notice to get information about it. You would click on the third notification which says Weverse pre-order for pickup at Tampa, El Paso, Stanford, Las Vegas. And you click on it and then it will pull up the information regarding how to pick up your merch. So the closer it gets to your specific city, they will announce the links for you to be able to pre-order your stuff. And the good thing that we can see for these is that the merch will probably be the same for all the cities. So for example, this is all the merch that you can pre-order on Weverse and pick it up in person. But if you don't want to pick it up, if you don't want to pre-order it and you just want to go wait in line and then pick it up in person, it'll be the same for these items. So, we have the light stick, the little light stick parts, the key rings, the hat, and so on. And so then if you scroll down, this stuff will only be available in person, so you will have to wait in line to be able to buy the member jersey, the tour jersey, and the city tour stamp. You cannot pre-order these through Weverse to pick it up on site. The only way that you could get the member jersey online is if you bought it during the pre-sales and then it sent it to your house. You cannot pick it up at the venue. And then if you buy an album at the venue, they will give you a random photo card as well for each album that you buy. So if we scroll back up, go back up here, you can get more details on how to purchase the merch, and you would just reserve a time slot for pickup. So you would click on that here link, and then this is more information about like telling you what the pickup is, how you can use it, why you would want to pick it up. Like, you don't have to pay for shipping fees, you don't have to wait in line, and you can pick it up at the time that you picked, which is great. I did this for Fifth Muster. I ordered my merch online and then I was able to pick it up at the venue, which was great because I was able to enjoy a lot of the events that they had going on for Army, and I didn't have to really wait in line that long. I waited a little bit just to pick it up, but it wasn't a lot. Like, I don't know, I want to say maybe less than 20 minutes that I waited just to get to my merch. And then the good thing is here is that it'll tell you like the pre-order period, which pre-orders already started on the 13th of April, and they'll last until April 22nd, and then it has the time slots available, and it'll tell you where the location to pick it up is for each city. And then it has a little video on how you could do it as well if you want to watch that. And then you can also save your QR code for offline. So if you're worried about there not being Wi-Fi or your service not being that great, you can save your QR code offline, so then you can just show it to them when you get there. And then if we click back out here and we go to your specific city, so let's say for example that I'm going to go to Las Vegas. I'll click on the Las Vegas link and it'll pull up the Weverse shop, and it'll just give me more information regarding how to pick it up. It'll tell me when I can pre-order. It'll tell me the exact address that I will need to go to pick up my merch, and it has a map. So the stadium is right here on the left side, and across from it will be the Weverse pickup booth where I'll be able to pick it up. And then I'll have information on how to pick it up as well, and how I can pay. So I can pay debit and credit card. I can pay PayPal and Apple Pay. And I do believe that this is for online. I think in person you should be able to pay with cash. I'm not really sure. But a lot of venues lately have just been doing like debit, credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay. And so then again, they'll show you the merch that will be available. It should be the same for all the cities. The only thing that will probably change again will just be the tour city jersey and then the stamp. So you can also click on shop now, and it'll pull up what's available for you to pre-order for your city. Make sure that you're doing your city. The light stick is still available. Light sticks usually are very, very available for this, because they want everyone to have a light stick. Things have sold out already, like the light stick cradle, the plush key ring. Those are sold out. A lot of this stuff is sold out. But that it's because pre-orders opened 3 days ago. So, but you can also like click on hide the sold out if you just want to see what is available, and then you can just click on what you want, and then it'll tell you, like, you can pick for the hoodie and pants set the size that you want. Again, it'll tell you where you will pick it up, and it'll say the city, Las Vegas, so you can ensure that you're getting the correct city. And then more details, like if you want to see what the items look like, you can click on the more details so you can see more photos of it. If you go back up, you'll have to click on purchase. When you go through purchase, it'll have your information, and it'll also tell you to pick a time, like to reserve a time slot for you to pick up your merch. So that's when you would go in there, pick the day that you would go, and then the time that you would want to go. And then if you want to compare, like, oh, well, what else do they have in other cities, you can kind of see, like, El Paso has more merch still available. You can unclick the hide sold out so you can see everything that's available and what's sold out. It should look like this for your city if it hasn't been listed yet. Obviously, the merch is different from Tokyo than from the US. But it'll have like upcoming, and then like you would be able to click on the item that you want, and it'll tell you coming soon. And then, like, again, it tells you where you could pick up your merch, and then you can view more pictures, and it'll have information about when you're purchasing and if you want to do any exchanges and stuff like that. And I think you'll have to pay attention to the time of when the stuff goes on sale for your particular city, and then you can view all the things that you want to get. Like, for example, Tokyo, they got the image pickets, and it'll look like this, and you can see like the close-up of each member and how it looks front and back. We don't have the pickets for the US. We just have these things, and so yeah. And then if you are wanting to buy merch online and not pick it up in person, like you want it to get shipped to your house, you can do that, but you just have to pay attention to what's available. So for example, we're under the Arirang pickup tab, but you can click on tour merch. You can just click on Arirang if you don't want to see the other tour merch. And then a lot of it is already sold out, but you could pick something that you want and then buy it if it comes back in stock. Sometimes they restock things, sometimes they don't. And then it'll just get shipped to your home. You just have to pay attention sometimes if it says shipped from the US or shipped from Korea, because the price changes as well as the shipping. And so you just pay attention to that. You can also click on, again, hide sold out. So this is all the stuff that's available. You can pre-order the water bottle, but the other items that are still available, I think will already be shipping. And so yeah, I hope that this helped. I hope that this was a helpful video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave the comments down below. I'll try to answer them, or someone else might see it and they might answer it. And I hope that you're able to get all the merch that you want and that you get to enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Bye.